Tricks for me, tricks. It be the lick for me. Why I be falling in love with the hoe? It be the gifts for me. You be the baddest for me. She Shed Show 2.0.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. It's November the 10th tonight. It is after 8 p.m. Episode 16. She Shed Show. I'm your girl and host, Super Duper Trunk Rattler.
Hey.
That's right. Now I'm easily found on Instagram, Super Duper _ Trunk Rattler. On Facebook, Madre Supremo. She Shed Show 2.0 does have a page on Facebook, which is She Shed Show. And then on Instagram, it is She Shed Show L, the number 2J. All right, so I am joined this evening by my co-host, Mrs. Epic Maat.
Hey. What up, though?
Already. So it's your third show back. It's feeling kind of comfortable. What you thinking?
Right. You know, I'm feeling it.
All
I'm in
right.
the feeling and I'm feeling myself.
Hey. I be wishing we had music playing at the same time. Okay. So now we have a great show lined up this evening. No, we have a great show. I'm sorry, on the ones and twos, we got Miss Levy.
Queen of Wild Things.
I was so trying to. Now we were canceled last week due to the weather, and graciously, Kojak Charles, producer, 5 times platinum RIAA, well-known producer, is agreeing to reschedule. So we'll have him back in a few weeks. I love to jam radio.com is how you can reach the radio station. On Instagram, they are at We Love to Jam, the number 2, and on Facebook it is LOVE to Jam. Right. So here on the She Shed Show, we talk about relationships, business, art, all kinds of stuff where we just let our hair down and we keep it a buck. We talk about topics that are in our lives and we bring to you the experts to help us all kind of become just a little bit more whole, right?
Right.
Okay, and you know, we have had several successful shows. We're on our 16th show. We've brought some really, really excellent guests and co-hosts. We did have L.A. Osborne, the artist development and management guru. She came on already. We had Tressa Ellaby, the comedian, the Houston native, vegan thick. She came through, and then so did Tony Stubbs, the fitness guru. Also, they both appeared on season 3, Ready to Love. We've had Coffee Brothers Tony Mack, Coffee Brother Ron.
Hey.
We had Queen of Twerk. We had Casey come and perform her single Mad. We've had Tati Dior, Finale. We've had recent guests on the show, like my cousin Christiana Charleston. Yes. We had past host Lucky Luciano. We also had past guest host Magdalene Vidal. And it don't quit. It don't stop. Right? So we still got a lineup coming. I'm telling you, we're bringing you the experts, the fun folks. We're going to have good conversations about all stuff that you will be able to relate to. Soon, like I said, we're going to have Kojak Charles coming. Instagram comedian Esteban. Go find him on _Esteban. We're bringing polyamory experts, Rashad the Realist and Alex Porter soon. I got my friend Ken Curve coming. And HIV and AIDS advocate Ian L. Haddock.
Okay.
We got a jazz historian and an artist, Makalani Jones. They're going to come and play some trumpet for us.
Makalani.
Yes. He said he want to come and serenade us.
Okay.
So we have a lot coming in with that. And also, we also did have Dr. Umar.
Yeah.
He was one of our very first supporters. We thank you, Dr. Umar. So please welcome back.
Thank you, Dr. Umar.
anytime.
Thank you, Dr. Umar.
Mrs. Levy, thank you.
So what's going on, Miss Epic, my aunt?
Oh man, a lot. So what's up? What you think about the Astro World?
Oh man, I used to work there some years ago. So when I saw them kids jumping over the fence, I was like, that was
That wasn't
familiar.
nothing new.
That looked
Nothing
familiar.
new.
Because
Nothing new.
I used to work on the train that went around the park.
Was that in
And
Nottingham? In the Nottingham section?
yeah, they
I
had
worked in the
other one.
Nottingham section too at
Yes,
Sword and Crown.
we are so simpatico. I love it.
Me too.
They was always jumping the fence. Did you ever jump the fence?
Never
Never? I
felt the
couldn't get that
need.
out.
Never felt the need.
Mm.
I was never that pressed.
I went and worked there just so I could go on my off days for free. I have so many pictures of taking my sister and my son to Astroworld all the time. It used to be a lot of fun.
Yes, for real.
So you remember Nottingham with the sword where you could
Yes.
pull it out the stone? Did you ever try to pull it out?
Oh.
Yeah,
Nah.
Astroworld memories. But yeah, Travis Scott done changed that whole name, right?
For real. R.I.P. to the people that lost their lives.
R.I.P. How many people is it?
I don't know. They said 8, but there are accounts of, more than that. I don't know. It's a lot about that that's not sitting too well with me.
Like
but
what?
The whole situation. Like, I don't know. It's like it could have been prevented. As an organizer, I know it could have been prevented. It didn't have to happen. But we gonna see.
Yeah.
Them people want him to go to jail.
You think he should go to jail?
They took him to jail that same day.
We talking about Travis?
Yeah, they took him to jail after it happened. They let him go, but they took him to jail.
Wow.
And that wasn't the first time he had been charged for inciting riots. Actually, that's what they call it at his concerts. That wasn't the first time.
Man. I don't know. There's some healing all around that situation that need to go down. Because you know what? I was looking at some of, Travis Scott just like, a Houston artist to me. You know what I mean? So hearing his music is normal and every day. And I mean, be honest with you, now that I haven't been hearing his music as much, like I just heard his song on the radio on the way over here, which was surprising because
hadn't heard anything.
And now all of a sudden,
yeah.
So you think
that's
controversy
strange.
is doing something for him?
Either controversy or he paying people to play it right now.
Something going on.
A strategy.
Yeah. Now, I think me personally, I think it was some of those fans that are really to be faulted for some of that too. Cause
definitely, and they all kids too. And they was out there wilding. I saw a video of them jumping on top of the ambulance. The ambulance was trying to come through. The kids were jumping on top of the ambulance, like
crazy,
dancing, taking pictures and stuff, like wilding, like no regard for life, like.
But I think that's the nature of his fans.
And that's crazy because in Houston, when we have catastrophic events, you see people come together like no other. Right. Like on a day-to-day, you might feel like it may be a little racism here and there, but little hurricane come through, everybody banding together, we all showing love. Trey out there pulling everybody out, So to be in an atmosphere where it's like, fuck life, people standing on the side of you dying and you don't care. Like, I heard one chick in the VIP section, she was out for like 10 minutes and nobody had touched her. Nobody tried to give her CPR or nothing.
Ooh, that triggers me. I was at Juve the year that they were shooting.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, I got trapped up under one of those piles. I had to kick my way out.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
I felt so guilty because I had to, because she was so cute and small and tiny. But I couldn't help her and get myself up at the same time. And everybody was just stepping on us and stuff. And I had to do what I had to do because I was losing,
Yeah.
Whew,
those situations are real scary. Yeah. I was in a stampede at Mardi Gras. I mean, the last, what's that? Yeah, Mardi Gras in New Orleans. and I went and stood in front of a car. Like everybody was running, and I went and stood in front of an SUV, so everybody, passed me up.
Scary.
I was like, bro, like I would never ever. Soon as I start feeling certain ways, though, like I start moving around.
Yeah. But it's always like sometimes I've seen it where it's a big crowd and then there's some young guys are just being mischievous and they just take off running for no reason to get everybody just stirred up. I mean, I understand, like, we're all under a lot of pressure. We all out trying to have a good time, release some tension and whatnot. But, we got to make it home to our families. You know what I'm saying? So, I just encourage everybody to work a little bit better with one another and chill out. That doesn't show none of us in a good respect. Y'all are our kids. Or there's some parents I know that was out there too.
Yeah, a dad and his son, they were melanated. The dad started feeling the crowd, come down on him. So he put his son up on his shoulders and he got smushed and passed out and woke up like, where's my son? And, they took him to a hospital, but he's probably going to be paralyzed.
Damn. Woo! Yeah, that whole situation is just super crazy. Like, I just really want to push a lot of positive energy on that whole situation. It made all of Houston kind of look a little crazy, and it's a crazy little energy that was left behind after that. I seen there's a whole bunch of candle vigils and stuff like that are going on around NRG. It's a lot of people really hurting. Like whole families were affected by these deaths and these tragedies. Because even though some people may not have passed away, the trauma.
Oh, it's a lot of people that's messed up too, though. Like it's a lot. They didn't die, but it's a lot of people that's paralyzed and leg broken and shoulder out of place and a lot of people.
Yeah, I saw the guy that had passed away at the at Juve. God rest his soul, because oh my goodness, such a horrible, terrible way to go, when your body just be so flat on the ground from hundreds of people running and
like he had actually been flattened.
Oh yeah, it was. Oh my God. It was terrible.
I guess that's probably like the same as being run over by a vehicle.
Yep.
Probably. All that weight on you. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
And then everybody had lost their cell phones and folks had lost their keys, and this is a nighttime party, so girls were walking around with nothing but a bra on and some coochie cutters, and they walking up and down
with
the street
with some powder and paint on.
Man, I can't wait to go back to Juve. No, for real. Like I let them make it for about a couple of years, but yeah, no matter where they at this coming year, I am there. Okay, so we played around with the topic a couple of weeks. We were supposed to do it, narcissism a while back, and then we put it on the table and then tabled it once more. But today we going in, right?
We going in.
I'm telling names.
We going in.
I'm bringing names.
And I'm gonna go hard. And I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna go.
With. Okay, so look. Everybody knows pretty much that the topic about like narcissism and sociopathy and sociopath and psychopath and all this stuff have been slung around in the neighborhoods, and we don't really know exactly what all these things mean. Now, so to be a sociopath or a psychopath, those are much difficult topics to break down. So we're gonna focus our attention on narcissism.
Right. In particular, narcissistic personality disorder.
Mm-hmm. Now, narcissism is defined as an inflated sense of, let me see, am I right about that? An inflated sense of self, right?
Yeah, but it's a spectrum. And on the lighter end of the spectrum, that's a form of narcissism that everybody should have. It's actually a healthy form of narcissism. That's what's going to make sure that you eat, you have a roof over your head, that you're taken care of. Everybody should have that.
And that you're moving around confidently and thinking you can do it.
Mm-hmm. Now the other end of the spectrum,
right?
That's a whole nother.
They'll destroy your life.
They'll destroy your life, their life, everything they touch if they're allowed to.
Yeah.
Children.
Yeah, kids can be narcissists too.
Well, we'll go into it in detail with Nicole, but I suspect it actually begins in childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Like not having your needs met, not being taken care of properly, being abused and nobody being there. And it just develops from there. But I think it actually starts in childhood. But so yeah, children can be narcissists.
Children can be narcissists too with their little narcissistic. Okay, so I was reading earlier about what actually defines a narcissist. One of the very first things they say is that they will not validate your feelings.
They don't even validate their own feelings.
Yeah, they don't have.
They're not even in touch with their own feelings.
Mm-hmm.
It really reminds me of the saying of, you can't love anybody if you don't love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't empathize with your feelings if I don't even understand my own. I don't even know how I'm feeling. How the hell I'm understand how you feeling and care about how you feeling?
Yeah, and there's also like a lying portion to it. Like they gaslight people a lot. They'll call you all kinds of crazy names and treat you all kind of crazy ways today, and then tomorrow they'll deny that they ever did it.
Yeah, like gaslighting is deep.
Yeah.
It's just basically trying to convince you that you don't know what you know.
That you're crazy.
And I think that's one of the most evil things that somebody could do to you. Like I think that could even make you. I think that could even make you question your faith. That could make you question, like that actually can be considered crazy making. You can make somebody crazy with that shit.
Yeah. Do you know where the story gaslighting come from? Okay, so there's this old timey movie. I can't remember who was in it. I can't. Greta Garbo, maybe. I don't know. So there was a movie about this man who was basically a narcissist, and he was just traumatizing his wife, playing tricks on her and things like that to make her think that she was crazy. And from the attic, he was turning the gas on the stove, and she kept saying, "Oh my gosh, the gas light, the gas light." He was like, "You're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about." And they showed it in a movie, so thus that's the name gaslighting.
And you see, that could have drove that lady crazy, did it?
Well, I can't tell you the whole story. I'm gonna have to put you on it, but yeah, pretty much. And she, she was already a delicate structure anyway. Yeah. So I think that too has something to do with the fact that people use you to break you down when they see some kind of weakness or a way in.
That's the abuser's job. The abuser's job is to break you down. That's what they gonna do.
Yeah. So it also said that they are very grandiose, that they harbor huge fantasies of themselves, and they only affiliate with people that they think are like as cool or like as interesting as them.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. We're gonna have to ask Nicole about that one. Mm-hmm. But I did want to go back to where we were talking about feelings. Oddly enough, though, what they do interpret as their feelings, they take it as fact. Mm-hmm. Like you could be giving them stone cold facts, but because they feel like something else, like that's what it is. It don't matter. You could be showing them receipts. Right. They don't give a damn.
Yeah, they'll lie to you.
Nicole, come on in.
Oh, that's wonderful. Our
guest
has arrived. Our guest is here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me. What would you have me do? Mm-hmm. All right.
Yes. Oh, this is great.
Y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Wait until y'all got to break, but okay.
8:35. So it worked?
Okay, good.
I like the way it looked, like how you came in. It's like cheers,
Yeah. Norm.
All right, cool. Well, thank y'all for having me.
Okay, so I have to just wrap. Let me get you to reach under there and grab your headphones. Right. We got the expert, y'all.
All right.
Did you want to go to break or just?
Yeah, let me go ahead and let her know what we have been talking about, wrap it up before we go and take a break.
Okay.
bring that to you.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Can you hear me pretty good?
Yes.
Mhm.
All right.
Now we're not going to introduce you just yet. We're going to leave your introduction for when we come back after the break.
Okay, that'll
But
work.
already we've been talking a little bit about narcissism, and we've got our listeners really amped up.
All right.
So when we return, we're going to get some tips from you and get some more explanation about what exactly narcissism is.
That'll work.
We have a guest when we get back. She Shares Show 2.0
Hey.
with your girl super duper underscore trunk rattler epic my eye.
Epic my eye.